Hi everyone, Maddox Klausinger here. Today we're going to talk about this article I've been thinking about for a while. Become Casper, make the invisible visible. Why I call it that? What does everybody think of with Casper? We think of the friendly ghost, don't we? I know there's some people name that, but a lot of us think of the friendly ghost, especially that movie in 1995, right? With the amazing graphics and the CGI there. So I mention that because Casper's a ghost. We know he's a ghost. He wants friends. He's alone in Whipstaff. He wants to meet people. He feels invisible, like a lot of us feel, especially here in Substack. So he wants to be known. He wants love. So he meets Christina Ricci's character, Kat, right? And they form a relationship, friendly, starting to become romantic. And he does the experiment at the end where, well, I think it was he traded the lives, and then at the end, his mom visits him and gives him one night, kind of like Cinderella, right? And then, um, he dances with Christina Ricci's character, and then he becomes a ghost. But everybody saw him, so why am I going through that? The Substack algorithm, we hate it, don't we? Especially if you're lower in follower and subscriber counts. Because that's what I want to talk about. Because I just recently saw a post from someone, I'm talking into the void. Nobody sees my articles. I have low view count. And this is something that I'm tending to think like, all right, you probably have a low follower and subscriber count. It turns out this woman had 17, just for an example. I can totally relate to that. My subscribers is 100. Not bad, pretty good, right? I mean, it's we got to triple digits, and I want to do a shout out for that because I think I reached that yesterday. So the algorithm doesn't know who you are. It just doesn't. It's not a value judgment that you suck, that your writing is for only you and nobody would appreciate that. Only your mom would. It's not about that. It certainly feels that way because you can't see people's reactions. You can't even see if they look at it. It's merciless, the algorithm and the social media and how it works now. But how do we deal with that? Consistency. And you almost have to believe it to happen before you start to see the results. It's a faith. We have to have faith that the algorithm will treat us well. And I know people joke the algorithm gods and all of that, but it's really about just kind of showing up, posting, and interacting, with fellow creators and posters. The low view count makes us feel like shit, like we don't matter, but you do. Your audience is out there. That's what I've learned. I've also learned the other way that I think my book is pretty good, but there's just going to be people that just don't give a shit about dystopian horror. It don't matter. They just don't care. I don't care how good it is. I don't like that content. I want romance. I want thriller. Okay. Or I want a detective. I want a crime. But, assuming your craft is good, and a lot of folks on here are very, very good. You're working on it, you're editing it, you're trying to put your best product out there. You're going to have some kind of audience. It's not going to be massive. I mean, and nobody, I mean, is the thing about like Stephen King, Cormac McCarthy. I mean, these are, amazing authors, American authors. But does all of the reading world love their work? Probably not. But they have enough of the population, of the reading population, to, obviously have a career. So you've read articles on this, and I think you see the text. You see it. You know it intellectually, but emotionally, it still sucks. So I just want to say, really don't give up. Don't do it, especially as this work matters to you. I want to leave you with this last thing on a marketing example that I was definitely thinking about in my early days with this, with Substack, which is now, coming on, I guess, 3 months now. So I think of, everybody has gone to a shopping mall, right? An indoor shopping mall, very busy, These days, I don't know. It depends on the mall, but you get my point. All right, especially if you're a millennial. I think the Gen Zs. I think you got some busy malls too. I mean, they see it, but malls were huge and still hanging in there as kind of a, well, to go to shop, to hang out, to have a sense of belonging. So I mentioned the mall because think of those jewelry vendors or purveyors of iPhone cases, right? And you got the guy or gal standing there, trying to sell this stuff. They're sitting on a chair. Maybe they're selling some makeup to women. And, they got a lot of people walking. You ignore them a lot of times. No, I do. How many thousands of people each day are walking past these vendors, right? That hurts. Doesn't it sting? I would think it does. But they're used to it every single day. And they're there. They continuously show up. Why? But probably because it's obvious. I mean, it must be making some kind of money, and they are. They have to be capturing a small percentage of the people walking. The people that says, the daughter who thinks of, hey, it's mom's birthday. I want to get her this nice necklace that I'm seeing that's catching my eye. That's in, like, let's say, a jade gemstone or whatever. So, and then, hey, you pick up something there. Is that $10, $15? I don't know, depending on where you're at. And you might want something else. Hey, that vendor made a sale. You got a couple of those. You cover the rent for that stand in that space, and then some. So small percentage. You're not gonna have broad appeal. I would be amazed. I think the only thing that has broad appeal is like the Bible. There might be some rare work that's able to do that, but we all have our audience. We just need to hang in there and find them and let them find us. All right, thanks for tuning in. And I see that just to give a shout out to Kelly, thank you for joining. I'm not sure if you, thank you for listening. And I will be posting this. So take care, everyone. And hopefully, everybody, for all Americans, you had a nice 4th of July. Bye bye.